You're watching Showcase on 8, presented by Window Depot of Richmond.
Calvin Hicks's career began in an unlikely place, on a construction crew building at a local KinderCare. Now he's celebrating 40 years with the company as a Virginia-based facility supervisor.
For over 4 decades, Calvin has helped shape and care for KinderCare centers across 3 states. His team says he's the kind of person who brings positivity everywhere he goes. Our showcase features videographer Brad Vassar sat down with Calvin at a nearby KinderCare to share his incredible story.
Every day is a different day. KinderCare is a child care learning center that virtually take care of children from the age of infants to 12 years old. My name is Calvin Hicks, and I've been a facility manager for KinderCare for 40 years. My job with KinderCare is to virtually make sure all of the maintenance and the building are, is taken care of. We want to create an environment for the children to be safe, clean, and functional. If we can provide that service, then virtually the parents can come and drop their kids off and go to work and not have to worry about security or something happening to the children. We want to make sure playgrounds are safe. We have finger guards on doors. We basically crawl across the building, and a lot of it is basically done when the kids are not even here. So we do try to get into the buildings during the time that operation hours allow us, but we don't want to be working around the kids. We want to make sure that we got the building ready for them from the time they leave and until the time they go home. I myself have taught all of my technicians when we are doing our trainings to act as if it's your child at the center. So what would you do to make your child safe? Or what would you do to the building to make the building safe for your children? And that right there basically brings us down and then make the center really safe. If there is a door that's slamming or something that is not working correctly, water is too warm or too hot, or too cold even, we're making adjustments to make sure that those things are taken care of. Part of my job, we write scopes for the buildings. We are from top to bottom, from the parking lots all the way to the water that flows through the sites. The kids are always around us. They see us and want to know who we are. They may ask us our name 16 times and ask us what are we doing 34 times. But what we try to do is, make sure that they're in their space and we're in our space. If there's something wrong, we'll ask the teacher, hey, can you take the children out of this space for just a moment? Let us make this safe for you until we can get that resolved. 84 schools in Virginia, total, 84 schools. And there's about 32 or 34 schools in Maryland and approximately 8 schools in the District of Columbia. Every day is a different day. So it could be plumbing this day, it could be electrical, it could be something as a snake that was crawling on the playground that, you needed to remove for the families, or rodents that were running down the chain link fence. It could be something different every day. I was a single parent in 1985 looking for daycare. And I needed somewhere for my kids to be while I was working. In that process, I guess KinderCare kind of found me, but I didn't know the experiences that I was going to get from them. I worked all over the city. I think the community that wrapped themselves around me basically helped teach me things I would have thought I would have never learned, especially in school. They were just opportunities. So I was hired as maintenance. So I drove a maintenance truck and serviced about 18 locations from Richmond to Charlottesville and Charlottesville to Newport News. I was a single parent, not knowing much about children at 24. Oh my goodness. I learned so much from them. The great thing about KinderCare is where I thought I was gonna be looking for another job once my kids were old enough to get out of the centers, they gave me an opportunity to really excel myself in every aspect, whether it was training, going back to school, or even doing something as close as this. I would have never imagined being on TV or on camera, but I was able to go back to school where I was 24 years old, working for a company, just having somewhere for my kids to stay until I was finished with my job during the day. Since that, I've gone back to school and gotten certificates in refrigeration, air conditioning, heating and plumbing, electrical. I went to John Tyler. KinderCare paid for that. They also gave me an opportunity to be working and going to school at the same time, which is really tremendous. That's probably the great part about them, is they're so flexible. There's so many people doing our jobs that you can't possibly miss anything. We have folks that are following up behind what we do to make sure that all of the things are taken care of and the kids are going to be safe. I am so grateful to the KinderCare community. They have done so many wonderful things for us that I can't imagine. I feel like I need to give back more than they've given me, and I use this opportunity to do that. They took care of my kids when I didn't really know exactly how to take care of children. I've learned to develop a team. I've learned a lot of management skills in the process. I can't imagine a world without KinderCare. It is something that you have to experience. It's a great experience.